may pag-asa ka na. Basta't sa programa ni Raffy, siguradong makikinig ka. Mula alas 7 hanggang alas 9 ng gabi, si Raffy siguradong makakasama ninyo. Ang programang Happi, inyong-inyo.
Ang programang Happi, mapapakinggan ninyo.
Sumasapit sa inyo tuwing araw ng Sabado. Mula alas 7 ng gabi hanggang alas 9.
Dito sa Tatak RM ng radyo mo.
Sa Happi ni Raffy, kayo ay masisiyahan. Programang inyong kapakipakinabang. Sa hahanap buhay na inyong kailangan. Sa Happi ni Raffy, inyong mapapakinggan. Sa Happi ni Raffy, inyong mapapakinggan. Ang programang Happi
Ay programa ng bayan. Ay programa ng bayan. Ay programa ng bayan.
Ama naming makapangyarihan sa lahat na gawa ng langit at lupa, muli Ama, sa iyong mga kamay, inihahabilin po namin sa iyo ang gabing ito. Naway kayo po ang manguna, mangusap, makipagtalastasan, at ituro po sa amin ang tamang karunungan at kaalaman na nanggagaling lamang po sa inyo sa programang aming ginagampanan. Ama, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng biyaya na pinagkaloob po sa amin. At sa lahat po ng sirkumstansya sa buhay namin, kami po'y labis pa rin pong nagpapasalamat. Pagkat naniniwala po kami na kayo po'y may hangarin sa bawat buhay namin. At ganon din sa aming mga tagapakinig. Ama, sa iyo pong mga kamay, muli iniahabilin po namin sa inyo ang karaingan, ang kahilingan, ang dasal ng bawat isa. Maging ito man po ay sa isip nila ay imposibleng panalangin, naniniwala po kami na wala pong imposible sa pangalan ni Jesus. Ama, muli inihahabilin po namin sa inyo ang aming bansa, ang aming mga pinuno, magmula sa sangay ng pinakamababa hanggang sa pinakamataas na namumuno ng aming bayan at bansa. Kayo po sana ang sa kanila ay gumabay. Naway, ang inyong kabutihan, ang inyong gloria, ang kanila'y maitaas. Maraming salamat po, Ama, sa iyo pong mapagpalang kamay. Inihahabilin po namin ang lahat-lahat sa buhay namin. Sa pangalan ng iyong anak na si Jesus, na aming tagapagligtas. Amen.
Kung wala ka na sa aking tabi, paano ko tatahakin landas na mabuti? Yahweh, kung wala ka na sa aking tabi, magsisiman kung huli na'y walang mangyayari. Paglubog
Opo, isang mapagpala at malayang gabi sa inyong lahat, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Okay, at live tayo ngayon. Nandito tayo sa studio ngayon, ka-Happy Ed. Magandang gabi sa iyo at magandang gabi sa ating mga ka-Happy. Kasama ko si ka-Happy Ed at kasama ko rin si ka-Happy Attorney Jersey Rondes. Kakanta ba siya mamaya?
Oo, kakanta yan.
At saka
Kakanta yung mga ka-Happy natin.
ka-Happy Abby Aguilar din, no? At still under quarantine pa rin yung kasama natin si ka-Happy Mon Ventura.
Welcome back, partner.
Oo.
Hindi welcome back from something. Basta welcome back.
Hindi, welcome back tayo. Kasi alam mo, may purpose si Lord eh.
Oo.
Ganun talaga, no?
Ako.
At inyo po lingkod eh, medyo pinagpahinga po muna, no? Kasi
Mamaya.
nag-ano tayo, nag-explain ko
partner,
mamaya kung
para-
bakit pinagpahinga tayo. Hindi po ako na-COVID.
Hindi siya na COVID.
Oo, pero
Montik ng hindi si COVID ang ko-COVID sa'yo.
makadali. Oo. Yan. Okay, Happy Labor Day sa ating mga manggagawa.
Oo.
Okay, at tung araw na to ay ikangay makasaysayan sapagkat ginugunita po ang tinatawag nating Labor Day in the Philippines. It is a public holiday every 1st of May to celebrate the Filipino worker.
Bago ka magpatuloy, partner, napakaganda ng ating araw ngayon. Bakit kamo? First Saturday of the month.
Uy, palakpakan natin. First Saturday of the month tayo, di ba?
Oo.
Unang salbo po ng Happy.
Yes. At the same
Okay.
time, May 1 is Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Oo.
Okay.
Kaya sabi ko special eh.
Special talaga.
Ibig sabihin sinalubong ka ng special na araw na ito.
Sinalubong tayo.
Oo,
Dito
sinalubong
sa Happy.
tayo. Oo.
Okay. At siyempre, yung mga manong at manang natin dyan sa Ilocos Republic, kasi na-miss tayo niyan.
Oo,
Live na ganito,
oo.
ha?
Binabati ko po lahat ng mga kababayan natin dyan sa Ilocos. Ipapangalanan ko ng mga ito Marami. Nakikinig sila ngayon.
Naragsak na imbag Arabiyo, amin na po.
Naimbag nga Rabiyo, amin na po. Diyan
Okay.
si Jomer Batara, si Marites Batara, at saka si Partner de la Cruz. Kita mo,
Partner de la Cruz, ha?
Oo. Talagang nakikinig sila. Alam mo, yung grupo na yan, kaya nag-bloodletting din sila. Ang partner nila doon ay yung Lawag City Red Cross.
Yun. Speaking of Red Cross, nako, manatili po kayo nakatutok sapagkat mamaya po i-announce ko kung ano po ang kailangan ng Red Cross. Kasi kung Labor Day tayo ngayon, magbigay tayo ng trabaho, abot kamay mo.
Yes, at baka pwedeng makaulayan natin mamaya yung administrator.
Subukan natin.
Kasi tatanungin ko rin
Si
yung
Janice, no?
Oo, maraming nagtatanong partner. Ang Red Cross ba ay pwedeng kasi nag-swab test tayo, di ba? Meron din saliva test. Kasi nag-iba ngayon ang ating sitwasyon.
Mamaya, ipapakita ko sapagkat alam mo, congratulations nga pala sa Red Cross, ha?
Hoy, palakpakan natin.
Palakpakan natin.
Congratulations ang
Palakpakan natin.
Quezon City Red Cross. Tumutulong yan
Nag-set up sila sa Lung Center.
ng additional beds, para madagdagan ang hospital bed capacity ng Lung Center. At the same time, naglagay din sila ng mga additional quarantine facilities sa mga school campus.
Yes, yung isolation facilities actually.
Yes, oo.
Mamaya papakita natin na yung mga nag-graduate na,
Oo.
alam mo yung ibig sabihin graduate?
Ano?
Yung mga naka-recovered sa COVID.
Nako,
Sa isolation. Isolation facilities.
Oo, ako dadagdagan ko, hindi lang graduation yan, partner. May karugtong yan. Graduation at saka
ayan, nakikita nila,
renewal of life.
Andyan po. At
Oo.
ang Philippine Red Cross ay nung April 28 ay nagsalita yung si Chairman Neste Isla at si Mayor Belmonte rin, at least kahit papano ay dito sa UP Isolation Center ng Philippine Red Cross
ay naka-recover na yung 18 yung nagpa-isolate dyan ng mga na COVID. Ano? Yan po ang ginagawa ng Philippine Red Cross at napakaganda po talaga. At ang sarap nga nung statement nung isa sa ano riyan sa naka-recover, sabi nagpasalamat siya sa Philippine Red Cross at sila raw ay alagang-alaga sa pagkain at sa lahat, pati sa medication sa kanila. Uy, palakpakan natin yan.
Okay, thank you
Diba?
very much, Red Cross.
Kasi yung mga volunteers ay mga manggagawa po yan, sila po ang bida dito sa ikangay. Dapat na pasalamatan talaga natin.
Pinapasalamatan din natin lahat ng mga Board of Trustees ng Quezon City Red Cross, Quezon City Chapter. At lalong-lalo na yung bumubuo ng Red Cross partner, si Chairman Dick Gordon. At isa sa mga masisipag na gobernador, alam mo kung sino? Si Governor Andrew ng Philippine Red Cross. At syempre marami tayong mga kaibigan dyan na hindi lang nagbibigay ng tulong kundi pati yung kanilang oras ay binibigay din. So partner, siguro mag-ano muna tayo. Mag Red Cross tayo, yung kanta ng Red Cross para marinig ng ating mga Ayan. Always first. Always ready.
Always there.
Always there. Ayan po ang kanta ng Red Cross.
And we stand together when it seems all hope is gone. When people's lives are shattered and they've lost the will to go on, we reach out to the helpless, and with each passing day we help them to rebuild their lives. This is the Red Cross way. On to the future, committed and proud, inspired by our noble history as we face the future now, alleviating human suffering and uplifting human dignity. Let every volunteer know our mission everywhere. The Red Cross then and tomorrow, always fast, always ready, always there. We are one and we stand together long after a storm has gone. When the world no longer watches, we do what must be done. With selfless kindred spirits who quietly move on in a quest to spread compassion. With all our hearts we sing a song. On to the future, committed and proud, inspired by our noble history as we face
Always first, always ready, always there.
Yes. So,
Yan, okay. Uy, batiin natin si Juliana Cruzfeld sa Germany.
Germany. Oh.
Okay.
Good namin.
Good namin. Sabi niya, good evening mga ka-happy people. Wishing all avid listeners, national and all around the globe, a safe life and happy listening to your educational program. Wishing my friend Karen,
Peña
sabi niya,
Friende.
Peña Friende Graf today. A happy birthday.
Uy, happy birthday, Karen.
Oy, happy birthday nandiyan sa Germany, Guten Abend, Dankeschön sa panunood.
Happy birthday!
Okay, happy birthday kay Karen Peña Friende Graf. Diyan sa Germany. They are watching us. At don't go away sapagkat ang mamaya po ay si Cesar ay nasa ating pong linya.
Alaska naman yan.
Alaska yan, from Alaska, no? From USA, Alaska. So live tayo riyan mamaya po after 7:30. At mga 8 o'clock naman po ay kasama naman natin si Mage Ona, yung young charming entrepreneur, no, na at least kahit papano, pero i-share niya sa atin yung wellness. Kung papano, kasi sabi nga niya sa akin, ang dami raw talagang sa panahon natin ngayon mga anxieties and worries,
Oo, yung
suffering,
tinatawag
yung
natin
depression.
na mental health.
Mental health. Mamaya may mga i-share siya at napakaganda kasi isang kabataan na katulad niya, yan bali kasama sa millennial, millennial.
Alam mo ba ang problema ngayon ng mga kabataan ranging from yung tinatawag natin na tender age papunta doon sa yung tinatawag natin na adulthood. They are the most vulnerable pagdating naman sa mental health. Why? Sa school, pinapractice yung tinatawag natin na theory at the same time yung real life. Ang problema ngayon, partner, puro theory sila sa loob lang ng bahay. Hindi nila napapractice yung actual, yung real life na sinasabi.
Ayun nga.
So we have to help them achieve yung difference nun. Kasi minsan nakaka-affect doon sa tinatawag natin na mental health yun.
Okay, tama yan. O si Eunice Latosa dyan sa Iloilo is watching,
Eunice Latosa.
Maayong gabi dyan sa Iloilo. Nanonood siya sa atin ngayon.
Yup.
Okay, dyan sa Visayan Republic naman, maayong gabi sa inyong tanan dyan, sa Mindanao naman, Assalamualaikum Filaman Allah, yung mga kapatid nating Muslim. Dyan sa Pampanga Republic, mayapabengi kay Kungan po, at dyan naman sa Bicolandia Republic, Marhay na Banggi. Yon, dyan sa Tacloban, yung mga waray-waray natin, maupay na gabi. Yan, at sa lahat po ng ikangay nakikinig sa atin, nanunood, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao, ay magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Isang ikangay mapagpalang Labor Day sa inyong lahat. Sapagkat paano ba nag-umpisa yung Labor Day ka-Happy Ed, At sa kapakanan po ng ating mga kababayan para naman ma-refresh tayo, ang Labor Day po sa Philippines ay isang public holiday.
Oo. Alam mo, itong Labor Day ay ginugunita para po doon sa ating mga manggagawa. Wala ho silang tinatawag na pasok or yung trabaho para ho bigyan po sila ng break at makapagmuni-muni. Ito naman po yung pagkakataon upang kung sila ho ay may programa sa pamamagitan po ng pagpapasalamat sa kanilang mga employer o kaya naman meron silang grievance sa gobyerno ay inihahayag nila yung kanilang mga saloobin. At dito po sa Pilipinas ay meron pong batas na kung saan ang Labor Day ay ginugunita. At pagkatapos po ng itong tinatawag natin na paggugunita ay marami pong ibinibigay din na grant o kaya yung tinatawag po natin na karapatan para dito sa mga manggagawa natin. At ngayon, partner, sila ay nag-conduct ng kanilang tinatawag na yung protest rally diyan sa Welcome Rotonda ngayong araw na ito. At sa tingin ko ay tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang kanilang paglalahad ng kanilang mga sentimiento ngayon.
Pero bawal yun.
Bawal yun dahil sa pandemic ngayon.
Pandemic ngayon no?
Oo.
Well, anyway, ang ito pong araw ng manggagawa, it is a chance to remember yung hard-won or workers' rights. Although may karapatan po. Pero siyempre, ilagay natin sa tama.
Okay.
Yun, sa Pilipinas po, kung babalikan natin, in the Philippines, which was under United States colonial rule, workers organized a rally at the American Governor General's residence demanding fairer working conditions. Noong panahon na yun. Doon po nag-umpisa ang tinatawag na Labor Day. Tapos, ano ba ang essence of Labor Day? The essence of Labor Day, it is the first Monday in September. Hindi May 1. It is a creation of the labor movement and is dedicated to the social and economic achievements of American workers. Doon sa Amerika po nag-umpisa itong tinatawag na Labor Day. It constitutes a yearly national tribute to the contribution of workers have made to the strength, prosperity, and well-being of country. Yan. Sa United States, Ang Labor Day po is an annual celebration of workers and their achievements originated during one of American labor history's most dismal chapters. Okay? In the late 1800s, at the height of the Industrial Revolution in the United States, the average American worked 12 hours daw.
12 hours?
Days and 7-day week in
Sobra sa
order
8 hours,
to get an a basic living. Yan. Yung itong Labor Day na to in the United States, sa kanila, it's a holiday linked to workers' rights and wearing white. Nakasuot sila ng white pala eh. Yung Labor Day protest nila na tinatawag.
Puti.
Oo. Puting suot, kasuutan, And that may sound strange, but it is true. Katotohanan yung Happy Ed.
Oo.
Many Americans put away their white clothes on Labor Day na and do not wear them again until the following May after Memorial Day 1, September 2019. They get away from that na. Pero nung una, puti ang suot ng mga Amerikano kapag ka Labor Day. Ngayon, ang tanong ng iba, yung Labor Day ba holiday sa Pilipinas?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Ang mga holiday po rito sa atin, for the information of everybody, ang regular holidays natin, January 1, 2021, Friday, New Year's Day, May 1, 2021, Saturday, Labor Day, June 12, 2021. Sa June 12 yan, Saturday din, Independence Day. At 26 February 2021. Yan. Sino ba ang founder ng Labor Day sa kapakanan po ng ating mga kababayan? Sino founder sa Amerika? Ba't nag-umpisa po kasi itong Labor Day sa Amerika? Alam mo Happy Ed kung sino yung founder?
Sino?
Isang karpintero.
Okay.
Si Peter J. McGurr. Peter J. McGurr, a carpenter and labor union leader, was the person who came up with the idea for Labor Day. Siya po yung nag-isip na magkaroon ng Labor Day. Isa po siyang karpintero. Tinuruan niya po ang American workers that they should be honored with their own day. Yon. Kumbaga sa ano, and he proposed his idea to New York Central Labor Union early in 1882. And they thought the holiday was a good idea too. So tandaan po natin, ang Labor Day po hindi po nag-umpisa sa Pilipinas. Ang founder po ng Labor Day ay isa pong karpintero na galing po sa US, sa Amerika. At ang pangalan niya po ay si Peter J. McGirr. Okay? Kaya niya inisip ito para bigyan ng recognition ang lahat ng mga manggagawa na gawing Labor Day so that lahat po ng mga manggagawa ay bigyan ng honor with their own day. Yon. Sa kapakanan ng ating mga kababayan, at least sinasabi po natin, kasi ang dami po kasi nagtatanong yan, paano ba nag-umpisa yung Labor Day, di ba? Hindi naman ito yung labor na sa hospital kapag mga anak na yung babae, di ba? Happy end. Hindi naman yan, ano? It's a Labor Day. Okay. At ka-happy end, alam mo, isa-share ko lang, ano, at ang inyo po lingkod ay medyo nanghina po ang katawan, itong mga nakaraang mga araw.
Pero bitingin muna natin yung mga listeners natin, ha? Mag-ano muna tayo? Break muna tayo.
May isang minuto.
May isa pa.
Okay.
Yun.
At anyway, mamaya, pagkatapos natin mag-break, anuhin natin, ha?
Kasi
hintayin nyo, sapagkat meron po tayong guest na pinag-uusapan natin ay isang manggagawa, OFW to sa Alaska.
Kasi baliktad ang nangyari kay partner Raffy. Kailangan malaman ko yan eh.
Baliktad eh.
Baliktad eh.
Okay, mamaya po si Cesar ay makakapanayan po natin, makakaniig natin. Experience niya bilang traveler. Returnee dito sa Pilipinas.
During
pagkatapos
pandemic.
Bumalik siya sa Amerika.
During pandemic.
Ano? Siya po ay isang supervisor sa isang ospital. Diyan sa Amerika.
Medical health worker.
Medical health worker siya. Kaya napakaganda po na ibahagi niya sa atin yung kanyang experience, ano, bilang isang traveler, no? Returnee, sabi mo nga, no?
Yes,
dito sa atin. Okay. Bago po tayo magpatuloy, hanapbuhay muna tayo. Ang oras sa buong kapuluan, 30 minuto makalipas ang 7 ng gabi.
That time check was brought to you by ACS Manufacturing Corporation, ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
This portion was brought to you by EO Executive Optical. For list of open stores nationwide, go to EO Executive Optical's FB page, IG page, and online website. Don't hesitate to book an appointment. For expert eye care, come to EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes. That news was brought to you by ACS Manufacturing Corporation, ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Cellphone Plus Gold.
Ako si Morito na namamaga ang aking atay. Sa loob ng 2 linggo na paggamit ko ng Santon Plus Gold, nawala ang pamamaga sa aking atay. Maraming salamat sa Santon Plus Gold.
Cellphone Plus Gold. Mas pinalakas, pinagaling, pinahusay. Cellphone Plus Gold. Mabibili sa mga butika.
24 hours ang germ protection ng Shield Bath Soap. Shield Bath Soap. 24 hours ang germ protection ng Shield Bath Soap. Shield Bath Soap.
Protektahan ang kalusugan ng pamilya. Mag-Shield Bath Soap regularly. Kills 99.9% ng germs at recommended pa ng Philippine Nurses Association.
Mag-Shield Bath Soap. Shield Bath Soap.
Shield. Galit sa sakit, may malasakit. Shield Bath Soap. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Hi, Daddy Delpin Jeronimo po para sa MX3. 2 years ko nang kasama ang MX3 capsule. Ang MX3 capsule ay may clinical study na low in sodium, cholesterol, and fat-free. Tested and proven ito. MX3 araw-araw. Tunay, natural, at original. Tulad ko.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Sa Pride Anti-Bac Detergent, linis ang labada, knock out ang bakterya.
Stop ang germs sa Pride with Anti-Bac. Linis ang labada, knock out ang bakterya.
Ang Pride Anti-Bac Antibac ay may germ knockout action. Kills 99.9% of germs sa damit ng pamilya.
Stop ang germs sa Pride with Antibac. Linis ang labada, nakatang bakterya.
Pride Antibac Detergent. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Kung kailangang lumabas ng bahay, sundin ang tamang oras at araw ng paglabas ng bahay para makaiwas sa dami ng tao at makaiwas makakuha ng virus. Isang paalala mula sa ACS Manufacturing, maker of Shield Bath Soap.
DZXL.
Radyo Trabaho.
DZXL.
Ang inyong gabay sa hanap buhay.
Okay, balik tayo rito sa programang Happy, Hanap Buhay para sa Pinoy. Sumasapit sa inyo magmula alas 7 hanggang alas 9 ng gabi. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, si Happi, Raffy, Chico. At kasama ko ang aking si Happy Ed Madamba. At siyempre si Atty. Rondes at si Abby Aguilar. Okay, nandyan na yata sa Zoom natin si Cesar. No? Andyan na ba? Direct from USA, Alaska. Yan. Okay, Cesar.
Hello, Cesar.
Hi, Cesar.
Ano po kayo?
Oo, hindi ka man lang namin na silayan. Pupunta ka pala dito sa Pilipinas.
Sir, puro lockdown po dyan. Hindi mo pupunta kahit saan.
Oo nga.
Oo nga eh.
Pero importante.
Sige, at kamusta ka na? Kamusta na?
Mabuti naman po.
Is it Labor Day there? Labor Day?
Dito, today right now is May 1st. So, Saturday weekend.
Okay. Is it a Labor Day dyan? Nagse-celebrate o hindi?
Baka Monday po. Baka Monday.
Kasi Monday nga. Pero sa Germany, nagsabi ni Juliana.
Labor Day doon.
It's Labor Day sila ngayon. Yon.
Wow.
Sabi niya ganyan, thanks ka Raffy and Sir Ed Madamba, regards din kina Zermon, Ventura, Abby, at Tony Rondes at sa lahat ng staff. Ingat kayo lagi. Labor Day dito at halos buong mundo. Sabi niya ganon. No? Pero diyan sa Alaska, hindi, sa Monday pa.
Baka Monday po, yun. Ang ano ko naman, ang schedule ko naman, everyday work and call. You know, just like you guys, you know, parang busy ka kahit na wala kang trabaho, tatawagan ng mga tao, ganun din.
Yun.
Okay. So, kailan ka bumalik dyan?
Ano po, the 14th. Yun, yung experience ko sa Pilipinas, yung mga pabalik-balik, my God,
we want to hear that para at least kahit papano kasi para at least yung mga kababayan natin malaman nila ano ba experience ng isang bumalik no sa Pilipinas. Nagbalik ba yan? Dito sa
returning foreign workers yun ang I'm not considered OFW, so I'm considered returning
foreign workers.
Ganun nga po, yan.
Okay.
Overseas foreign workers. Yeah, so shout out po kay Michelle, Nanay, Dennis, friends, and Camille, and happy birthday to Mayan sa Bacolod. They're #1 fans of yours.
Mayong gabi sa inyong tanan dyan sa Bacolod, ha?
Yes.
Happy listening.
Happy listening dyan. Okay, hi.
They're watching you all the time kung, when they have a chance.
Okay. So, yung experience mo, so how's the weather there in Alaska?
So right now, it's cold. The snow has melted, pero meron pa rin snow on the ground. So pagbalik ko, akala ko wala nang snow, meron pa pong snow. Pero at least it's melting.
Okay.
Before anything else, Cesar, okay na ba kayo sa vaccine dyan sa Alaska?
Yes. Actually, today, President Biden announced na hindi na po namin kailangan mag-mask because of the we've heard we've got the what they call herd immunity. Yun. So, yun ang kailangan sa Pilipinas, yung talaga yung vaccine. Ay, may tanong po ako sa inyo. How is it that it's only less than 3 million na naging vaccinated sa Pilipinas? Yun ang problema.
Hindi, kasi nga, alam mo, number one, Well, that's one of the problem no ng mga employer sector. In fact, ang Employers Confederation of the Philippines at saka Philippine Chamber of Commerce, even the start of COVID, they were advocating that they should be allowed to purchase. Pero the government is really very strict, no. They did not allow the private sector to purchase their own
But later on pinayagan na.
Later on pinayagan. Kaya lang medyo nahuli na nga ng konti, no?
Hindi nahuli. Later on inuna nila yung mga malalaking bansa. So napag-iwanan ng Pilipinas.
Ang ano ron kasi, ang senaryo kasi ron Happy Ed, ang Vietnam actually they allowed, no, even from the beginning. Now they're doing well now. Singapore is did it also, no? The government, the private sector work together. They allowed yung
ang analysis kasi diyan ng mga expert, simple lang eh. The law on supply and demand. Diba?
Ganun na po talaga.
Yun lang, ganun lang kasimple. If there is a supply, madali kang makakakuha. Kung walang supply, maghihintay ka.
Tsaka money matters din yon.
Yes.
Actually. Ang pinag-uusapan kasi rito actually, ang isa yan sa naging controversial ng ating mga kababayan kasi nagsalita na ang Philippine Chamber of Commerce at ang ECOP that they really talagang hindi ko naman sabihin pinwersa, kung hindi nagsalita na talaga na i-allow nyo na kami kasi
nakita rin nila yung importance.
Makakabili sila eh.
At nakita rin nila yung importance. So, tingnan mo Cesar, partner. During the first phase of the vaccine purchases and schedule, ang target lang ng government is yung mga tinatawag natin na frontliners. Okay. Pero nagkamali sila doon. Let's admit it. Nagkamali sila. Bakit kamo? Hindi nila kinover yung mga nasa industry. Frontliner din yun.
Mga workers are also frontliners.
Ang meaning kasi ng frontliner noon na sinasabi nila,
mga health
those who are in the medical sector, yung mga nagre-respond sa COVID patients. Hindi nila sinama yung mga delivery boy, yung mga ganon. Hanggang sa na-realize nila, kaya pala dumadami ang COVID transmission because of that.
Ganun nga po. Because of that, exactly.
Yes. So, tignan mo, at least kayo, Cesar, ang nangyari dyan sa inyo, pagdating ng vaccine, dire-diretso. Meron na kaagad
designated
yes. So, talagang rinol out kaagad nila in different sectors.
Tsaka number one objective talaga ng government nila na talagang mass vaccination talaga.
Correct.
Yun. At sa kanila kasi, sa inyo, Cesar, mabilis ang vaccination no?
Ganun nga po. Ang problema sa Amerika, just like everybody else, yung mga what they call rights, rights and liberty and all that.
Human rights.
You got 50-50. Hindi kagaya sa Pilipinas. Actually, sa Pilipinas nga, mas maganda pa yung program nila, yung social distancing, number 1, yung mask, face shield. Dito, almost elective na yun. So, aming nag-aaway because of that.
Yes.
But be careful kasi kung if let's say Biden President Biden actually allowed na hindi na mag-face mask, baka magaya kayo sa India.
Yep, ang ano namin sa in that capacity, most of Americans now, I would say, because of the way they did it, we got at least 80 to 90% vaccinated now. I mean, it's not like sa Pilipinas where it's only less than 3 million when the target is like 70 million, I think. So, yung my travel is a nightmare just for the start. Okay, number 1, nag-ano ko sa PAL, or maybe I shouldn't say it, but anyway, a common carrier there. You have to download a Trace app, tapos mag-complete ka ng online health declaration form, book a quarantine hotel, kahit na meron akong vaccine, I still have to do all my negative testing, and I have ang ano ko, negative test ko sa Raffy, Director Ed, ganyan kalaki at sa isang tambak na yun. So every week nagte-test kami rito. So I have all my documentation, pero that's still disregarded. Tapos pagka pagdating mo sa airline naman, there's no social distancing kasi lahat kami there was no vacant seat in the middle. So ang tanong ko lang po sa inyo, bakit po ang dapat, in my opinion, dapat ang testing before they arrive or they board a plane. Hindi yung nasa plane na sila tapos i-test mo pagdating sa Maynila 5 days later. Kasi in my opinion, kasi pagka may COVID yung isang tao doon, lahat ng mga tao sa aeroplano may COVID na rin, sir. Kasi tambak-tambak talaga kami. It's like keep the barbarians out of the castle. Keep them at the gate before they get into the castle. So baliktad po yung ano ko diyan, yung experience ko. It should have been before they get on the plane. Instead of waiting.
Tama. Tama yun kasi ang policy kasi natin dito sa Pilipinas, when you arrive dito sa airport, i-hold ka for quarantine eh. Okay? In fact, I amenable ako kay Secretary Bello, he is requesting the President or IATF to reduce yung quarantine kaya kasi ang nangyayari ngayon, pinatagal sila talaga eh. No? Pero, si Cesar, dumating ka rito. Sige, nung bago ka dumating dito, nag-fill out ka ng online declaration.
Yeah, health declaration form.
Okay.
Tapos meron ka pang Trace app na da-download mo, Philippine Airline. Tapos you have to have a pre-booked quarantine hotel.
So pag nandun ka na sa quarantine hotel, quarantine hotel na tayo. Anong ilang days ka doon?
Ang buko po 7 days.
7 days. Pero isoswab ka, di ba?
Ano po, sir?
Isoswab ka, swab test.
Swab after 5 days. So the 6th day, may swab ka na.
On the 6 days, isoswab ka.
Correct.
How long it will take for you to get the result?
24 hours.
24 hours. So if you have negative result, pwede ka nang umalis.
You still have to get clearances. You have to have a quarantine.
How many days more?
How many days more?
Yun, pwede ka na umalis, sir. Pero ang problema lang, hindi ka papalisin kung wala kang quarantine certification, which is something that you do online again. Tapos meron ka pang clearance na kukunin. Tapos, for instance, kung pumunta ka in my case, pumunta ka sa Bacolod, you have to have a letter of yung acceptance letter.
Yung daming red tape.
Hindi ka
you will wait again for how many days? After the 7 days booking with the hotel, you stay there for 7 days, you have the swab test on the 6th day. How many days before you can leave for your destination?
I was lucky because may tumulong po sa akin si Michelle talaga, tinulungan niya ako makaalis. So I was able to get everything lined up to go to Bacolod because that was my goal, is to go and visit people there. Tapos before you even go to Bacolod, you have to download a Trace app again. It's a backtrack. Tapos you have to have your PCR test. Ang problema sa PCR test, sir, ganito. If the PCR test is more than 72 hours, mapapi-PCR test ko. So it becomes a business. So every time you turn around, may sumusundot sa ilong mo. Gano'n. So it doesn't matter. Tapos pagka, of course, I was lucky na pinikap ako ng, I think, Sir Idol Raffy, I was trying to see if I can hook up with you. So luckily for me, I was picked up by my aunt that day that I couldn't connect with you kasi nag-lockdown sa area ko. Kung hindi makakaalis ulit. So yun ang nangyari. And Muntinlupa, when I left Muntinlupa to go to the airport, na-lockdown yung Muntinlupa.
That was March?
Mid-March, yes.
Mid-March.
Oo.
So
Kasi-
how many days yung mga days na ika ngay nasayang
Oo.
bago ka nakapunta ron sa talagang destination, actual destination?
Alam mo, merong difference yung nangyari sa kanya dun sa mga ibang returning citizen dito sa Pilipinas. Alam mo, ang ginawa nung later na siguro late part ng March, ang ginawa na lang, Cesar, alam mo, you can book 3 days sa hotel. Pagdating mo sa Pilipinas, on your second day, magpapaswab ka, 24 hours din. Pag nag-negative ka, you can leave for your destination. Kasi ang tinanggal na yung sinasabi mong yung acceptance. Kasi pagpunta mo doon sa Bacolod, if you're from Bacolod, they will let you sign again a form declaration, pero hindi ka na isa-subject for swabbing ulit. Ganun ang nangyari. Pero ikaw nagkataon na magulo pa yung sitwasyon nung ikaw, kaya nagkaganon.
Kaya ganun nga po. So,
swab sa kanya.
Almost
Kaya sabi niya negosyo eh.
Yeah, ganun nga po. Pero almost 10 days na nawalan ako na. Tapos yung mga booking ko,
Sayang.
yung mga flights, binayaran ko uli yun.
Kita mo.
Ang tawag nila doon, rebooking.
Uh-huh. That's very inconvenient on part of the traveler.
Yes, at saka added expense yun.
Opo.
Di ba?
Ang nagastos ko diyan over $500,000.
Ayun.
Kita mo?
Sa travel lang,
Sa travel lang. Pero
kasi ano ko, 5 flights each, tapos yung isa yung pagbalik ko na delay ako sa yung PAL, they changed all the flights. So instead of Los Angeles, I end up in San Francisco. So I had to cancel all my flights, and pag kinancel mo yung flights kasi hindi ako nag-insurance usually walang problema. But PAL doesn't allow that. So yung sa PAL, mas mahal pa yung binayad ko sa round trip para sa rebooking fee ko, $1,500 yun.
Hello. Okay, at pagka yung mga sinasabi mo, ipo-forward ko yan kay Secretary Bello. Doon sa chat room namin at dito sa mga so that they will be able to realize how very inconvenient doon sa mga traveler, lalo na mga Pilipino. Ikaw consider as overseas foreign workers foreign workers ka di ba? In fact, isa ka sa bayani ng Pilipino na sinasabi namin na nagiging halimbawa sa ibang bansa kapag ka Pilipino nagtatrabaho, saludo tayo riyan. Pero pagdating sa Pilipinas, hirap pa rin tayo because parang ang nangyari, parang ang gulo ng sistema, Doon sa
walang sistema sa Idol.
Actually,
so it's all okay. So all the announcement of the system that they're saying to us actually is just only in paper. Pero the actual magulo.
Confusing.
Confusing. Medyo magulo at confusing. Hello. Sino ka man na nakikinig at nanonood sa amin, at you should understand that ayusin na natin to. In fact, I salute Secretary Bello because he was telling also that he's after the welfare of the traveler especially yung mga OFWs
Malamang part
gusto niya streamline
Malamang Cesar, nakarating na sa higher ups yung mga concerns na yan. Kasi kung tutuusin ka, hindi ko makita yung logic Why do you have to book for 7 days? Di ba?
Ganun nga po, sir.
Wala ka naman symptoms, wala ka naman na...
Tsaka ang masakit doon, yung rebooking ng ubos ang pera mo
Kasi...
ganun nga, naubos talaga yung mga cash ko.
Biruin mo, Cesar, you are wasting your money staying in a hotel for 7 days na wala naman... Did you get something for that? Wala
Wala, sir. Walang pagkain, walang ganito, walang gano'n. Para ka nakakulong. Mga 7 days, ganun po yan, sir.
Kita mo?
So, tapos hindi ko makakalabas.
You mean,
in my case,
okay, Cesar.
Prescriptions, hindi ko
how were you treated in the hotel?
Okay naman po, sir. Pero, every time na, para ka nagtatapon ng pera sabi ko na ito, bigyan kitang ganito, ito ang kailangan ko, ganito. Hindi ka makalabas kasi sir, every time you do something, ano ba yung tawag doon, parang grab. You have to call this, you have to call that.
At your own
my first
expense.
10 days, hindi na ako kumain doon. So, you know what, I'm not even gonna worry about that. I lost 10 pounds. Which is okay. I need
So
to
it is at your own expense?
Yeah, ganun nga po. Tapos magulo. You know, I needed, for instance, I needed some aspirin, because I had a bad back, just from the travel. Ay, hindi ka makakuha. And then they have dispensaries sa hotel daw, pero you have to call the pharmacist in, gano'n. Oh my God, like, yeah, that's okay. So, hindi na ako kumain doon. Kasi every time kahit order lang, it was hard. It was tough.
Okay. At buti, hindi ka inabutan din dito nung ECQ. Lalo na.
Pag alis ko sa Maynila, that's when it started.
Kasi kung inabutan ka, mas matindi. At I can foresee that mas matindi ang aabutin mo talagang problema. Buti hindi ka inabutan.
Pagdating ko sa Bacolod, ganun din. At least, yung sa mga Bacolod, mababait naman yung mga tao doon. Tinulungan nila ako sir. Pero ang problema lang, yung mga flights merong shutdown ng mga flights. So, the flight that I was in on the 14th, natsambahan ko lang yun. It was the only flight na pwedeng pumunta it wasn't from Manila, it went from Cebu to Bacolod to Manila. Natsambahan ko lang yun. But every day for 2 weeks, every flight was canceled.
No, but the thing that I couldn't understand is that yung mga rebooking, you have to pay for that?
Yes.
Parang
no?
Yes. Hindi naman, di ba Cesar, it's not yung tinatawag natin na may rebooking fee.
Yes.
Bayaran.
Pero ang problema po sa rebooking fee, yung rebooking fee na tinira sa akin yan, mas mahal pa sa ticket ko. At that point, the next flight, hindi mo alam kung kailan darating. So it could be 2 weeks. Sabi ko, you know what? I'll pay it. That's okay. I was second to the last person on that flight to be accepted. Sabi ko, ito, cash right now. Yun.
Pero mas easier yung from Bacolod to Manila and Manila to
US.
Your destination in the US.
Yung PAL, yung mga tao naman po, mababait sa akin. Pero problema lang po, yung talaga yung mga sistema nila.
I think the system is, there's something wrong with the system. Yun ang ano.
So, in Bacolod, you are required again to fill up a declaration form.
Correct.
And then,
mag-trace app ka naman for Cebu Pacific flight. So, that's 3 total trace apps. And
then,
tapos, PCR test ka ulit bago ka makaano ng PAL. But the PCR test was not needed in America.
Kaya nga, how many days? Dito lang sa Pilipinas yun. How many days yung na-spend mo prior to your flight in Manila?
You mean my total time in Bacolod?
Yeah, from Bacolod to
From
Manila.
Bacolod.
Sa Bacolod, I was there for about almost 5 to 6 weeks. Tapos yung pagbalik ko sa Manila, that's almost 3 days. Na walang nangyari.
3 days.
So back to hotel again, back to PCR test. Yung flight ko, umalis yung flight ko, iniwan ako, tapos I have to get a PCR test. There was 2, yung meron pa pong babae na ganun din ang nangyari. So she was had to pay the same amount. So I was second to the last na nakapunta sa aeroplano. She was the last one. Her husband was allowed to go out the day before. So, umiiyak. It cost her a lot of money, of course.
You're lucky you have 500,000 pesos.
That's a big amount of money.
Paano? Paano
yung mga wala? Kawawa.
My goodness.
Kaya nga sabi kong gano'n, I think you have to tell to us, para at least yung mga nanonood sa atin, they will realize, and then those that are in charge of
biruin mo,
mga
partner,
travelers,
biruin mo, paano kung family kayo, 3 kayo, Cesar, di 1.5 million yun.
yeah, ganun nga po. At saka ang problema doon sa quarantine hotel, I don't know the ruling, baka mag-separate pa yun.
Isa pa yun. O kaya more than siguro. Talagang grabe.
Matindi talaga. No, sabi nga ni Juliana rito, sabi niya, there you are, ka-Happi. Sabi sa Germany ito, she is watching us from Germany. Ang sabi ni Juliana from Germany, there you are, ka-Happi. Pakiayos yung mga ganyang salimuot na palakad ng ibang sektor sa gobyerno. Nakakasama sa image ng Pilipinas at mga mabubuti at non-corrupt Pilipino. Sobrang nakakatrauma yung ganyang paglalakbay sa Pilipinas. If you want to maintain and gain tourism, again, please, sabi niya, pakialam itong ganyang bagay. It's a big money for nonsense.
Kaya gano'n nga po.
That's from Germany. That's from Germany, actually. Nababasa mo ba, Cesar?
Hindi po, pero I have my other thing here.
Oo, iyan ang sinasabi sa atin, nanonood sa atin. She's watching you from Germany. Actually. Si Miss Juliana Krutzfeld.
Hi daw, shout out kay Perfect Buy. Sabi niya, meaningful Labor Day, ka-Happi Raffy and ka-Happi Ed.
So at sorry to hear that, Cesar, that you've experienced this very inconvenient travel.
And frustrating,
Frustrating travel dito sa ako iniisip ko. In fact, si Cesar traveled by himself, no? That's why he has to pay for it. Ang gobyerno po natin, actually, through OWA, yung Overseas Workers Welfare Administration, under USEC Hans Kakdak, okay naman sila. No, they are
yung mga repatriated.
Yung mga repatriated, hindi nagbabayad 'yon. Walang bayad yung mga 'yon, no? At the expense of the government 'yon.
Pero yung inconvenience.
Yung inconvenience ang problema natin. In fact, I lauded Secretary Bello when he said that itong mga manggagawa nating taga-ibang bansa, yung OFWs na repatriated, he is requesting to reduce the quarantine instead of 14 days, 5 to 7 days lang.
Yes.
No? Kasi naawa siya siyempre kung magbabakasyon nga naman yung mga OFWs pagdating dito sa bansa, uubusin lang sa quarantine quarantine days, no?
Hindi, ganito kasi nangyari, partner, kaya dapat ganun eh. Alam mo, Cesar, ang situation ng mga OFW, pupunta sila sa Pilipinas to renew yung kanilang mga requirements. Because when your contract has already elapsed, your employer will not accept you anymore. So, you have to go back. You have to go back. So natrap sila doon sa embassy natin. Hindi sila makauwi.
Kaya nga.
So anong nangyari, nirepatriate sila ng government pauwi dito para makauwi na dahil natrap sila doon. Wala na silang pera eh. Okay? Wala na. Because lahat, doon sila kumakain and everything for almost a month. Biruin mo yun. O tapos, yes, pagdating dito sa Pilipinas, ang tagal, yung kanilang binigay na time within which, one month yun eh, na mag-renew ng kanilang mga papers and documentation, pag hindi ka nakanabalik, baka hindi ka natanggapin. Yun yung mga nagiging problema.
Yan ang problema. In fact, si Secretary Bello actually sympathized with the OFW, no? It was requested kasi IATF yan, yung mga medical consultant ang nagdidesisyon tungkol dito, no?
Wala naman silang idea.
Pero they compromise already na itong mga OFW ay mga 9 to 10 days na lang. Okay na yan. Kasi dati 14 days talaga eh. Yung iba inaabot pa ng more than that eh.
Tingnan mo, like for example, for you, your situation, Cesar, how many days are you allowed, or how many months are you allowed to take your vacation?
Yung mga na-waste na number of days mo, ilan?
Almost over 2 weeks, yung wasted days.
Over 2 weeks.
Sayang, ano?
That doesn't include my, yung flight days ko. So each flight, basically 3 days, so 6 days yun. So yung quarantine, tsaka yung pabalik-balik, canceled flights, you know, not including the expenses, it's at least almost 2 weeks.
Oh,
Sayang yan.
gumastos ka na ng kalahating milyon, naubos pa yung leave mo.
Okay, sige. At babalik tayo, Cesar. Maghahanap buhay muna tayo.
Sige po, sir.
Okay, ang oras sa buong kapuluan, 2 minuto makalipas ang 8:08 ng gabi.
That time check was brought to you by ACS Manufacturing Corporation, ISO certified, world-class quality.
Santon Plus Herbal Capsule.
Ako si Jessa, 25 years old. Dati may leukemia ako. Kasabay sa pag-take ko ng aking mga gamot, ang Santon Plus Herbal Capsule. Ang laking tulong talaga ng Santon Plus. And finally, I'm a leukemia survivor.
Santon Plus. Mabibili sa mga butika.
Para sa heavy-duty hugasin, mag-Smart Dishwashing Paste.
Bawat mahig, Smart Dishwashing. Smart, linis, solid. Smart Dishwashing.
Smart Dishwashing Paste. May double tanggaling formula. Solid magtanggal ng heavy-duty sebo sa kawalit kaldero. Solid din magtanggal ng bakterya. Kaya number 1 na ang Smart Dishwashing Paste.
Bawat mahig, linis, solid. Smart Dishwashing.
Smart Dishwashing Paste. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation.
ACS. 24 hours ang germ protection ng Shield Bath Soap. Shield Bath Soap. 24 hours ang germ protection ng Shield Bath Soap. Shield Bath Soap.
Protektahan ang kalusugan ng pamilya. Mag-Shield Bath Soap regularly. Kills 99.9% ng germs at recommended pa ng Philippine Nurses Association.
Ang Shield Bath Soap. Shield Bath Soap.
Shield. Galit sa sakit, may malasakit. Shield Bath Soap. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Lumayo sa peligro. Ilayo mo sa iyong bibig ang salitang mahalay. Ilayo ang mga labi sa kasinungalingan. Siyasatin mong mabuti ang landas na lalakaran. Sa gayon, ang lakad mo ay laging matiwasay. Huwag kang liliko sa kaliwa o sa kanan, humakbang ng papalayo sa lahat ng kasamaan.
Proverbs 4, verse 24, 26, and 27. MX3, tagapaghatid ng magandang balita.
Sa Pride Anti-Bac Detergent, linis ang labada, knock out ang bakterya.
Stop ang germs sa Pride with Antibac. Linis ang labada, knockout ang bakterya.
Ang Pride Anti-Bac ay may germ knockout action. Kills 99.9% of germs sa damit ng pamilya.
Stop ang germs sa Pride with Antibac. Linis ang labada, knockout ang bakterya.
Pride Anti-Bac Detergent. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Para sa damit na ka-bloom sa bango, subukan ang Charm Fabric Conditioner.
Charm Fat Corn, bangong kumaka-bloom. Charm Fat Corn, damit ay may bango ng salibong bulaklak.
Charm Fabric Conditioner with Stay Fresh Technology. Damit ay ka-bloom sa bango.
Charm Fat Corn, bangong kumaka-bloom. Charm Fat Corn, damit ay may bango ng salibong bulaklak.
Charm Fabric Conditioner. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Lumipas at magbago ang panahon. Iisa at nakatatak ang kauna-unahang himpilan sa paghahatid ng serbisyo publiko at balita. Ito ang Radio Mindanao Networks. Higit 6 na dekada sa paglilingkod sa masang Pilipino. Sa Metro Manila, ito ang DZXL 558 Radyo Trabaho. Ang inyong gabay sa hanap buhay.
Okay, balik tayo rito sa programang Happy, hanap buhay para sa Pinoy. Sumasapit sa inyo magmula alas 7 hanggang alas 9 ng gabi. Every Saturday yan. Ito po inyong lingkod, si Happi Raffy Chico. Kasama ko ang aking Happi, si Happi Ed Madamba, Happi Atty. Jersey Rondes, at si Happi Abby Aguilar. Siyempre, kasama natin sa linya from US,
Alaska.
Si Cesar Sulaiman. Yan. At sineshare niya sa atin yung experience niya, no? Bilang isang traveler, overseas foreign workers siya actually, na nag-travel siya rito just to take his chance for a vacation. Kaya lang, yun nga, no, sa dami at sa dapat na improving sistema natin, no, accommodating all these kind of travelers na mga kapwa natin Pilipino rin naman, dapat talaga ayusin natin yan sapagkat kawawa naman itong ating mga kababayan. Sila ay ambassador of goodwill yan sa pagdating sa abroad. Pilipino, namamayagpag, di ba? Pagdating sa trabaho, okay sila.
So much for the frustrating experience ka Cesar. Ano naman ang nagustuhan mo sa Pilipinas nung umuwi ka?
Mga tao po yun, of course, they're amazing, sa Bacolod, I had a good experience there. Of course, the food, again, like 20 pounds just eating food over there. So it was good. I had a dislocated shoulder, so that's an experience.
That's a very good experience, alam mo, kasi ang kagandahan niya na Cesar, I love to hear that na yung kapwa natin Pilipino from USA nandito sa bansa na-appreciate niya ulit at nami-miss niya itong mga pagkain. Mga delicacies natin, di ba?
Yeah, even with the dislocated shoulder, I'm okay. I'm okay there.
Na-dislocate yung shoulder mo no? Pero anyway, alam mo ngayon is it's an MECQ ngayon dito sa atin sa Pilipinas. Binalik yung MECQ. Medyo from ECQ, MECQ ngayon tayo. Gusto kong tanungin yung mga natin mga kababayan no? Ang gagawin natin trivia. Kayo po ba ay in favor na ibalik itong MECQ o gusto nyo pa rin na ECQ tayo?
Kasi ang difference ng MECQ at saka ECQ medyo luluwagan ng konti. Dati kasi hindi pwede ang salon. Hindi pwede ang barbershop.
Ngayon pwede na. Medyo 10% lang yung no?
Dati hindi pwede ang dine-in. Puro delivery lang.
Pwede na ngayon.
Pwede na ngayon. Ilang percent?
10% pa rin. Okay.
Ang hindi pwede yung mga facial.
Yung mga massage. At saka yung mga gym. Hindi pwede yun. Yung facial, yung mga ganyan. Pero mga haircut, kanya manicure. Hindi, conforme sa hotel. In fact, most of the hotels actually are not gearing towards na sila, even 5-star hotels Pero hindi na sila nag-staycation, nag-a-apply na sila for quarantine facilities because they know that wala silang kikitain wala namang staycation ngayon
Anong hotel ka noon? Huwag mo nang banggitin yung pangalan. Anong hotel yung location mo noon na...
Saan po? Malapit sa airport, both times.
Okay, malapit sa airport. Maraming tao doon. Maraming naka-check-in doon.
Naka-quarantine yun. Quarantine na hotel yun.
Marami.
Yes. Talagang business po yan talaga, sir. I mean, it's very...
quarantine facilities.
Business, absolutely. So, yung ECQ dyan, basically, what it means, ECQ equals to no barbecue. That means there's no social...
maraming mga barbecue rito mga QQQ. Saan tambak ang QQQ natin? Kaya ganyan na nangyayari, no? Well, for the sake of everybody, ang the modified enhanced community quarantine status of Metro Manila, Bulacan, Cavite, Laguna, and Rizal will remain in place for another 2 weeks.
Until May 14.
Until May 14, Yung MECQ declaration in the Greater Manila area, also known as NCR Plus, ang tawag,
Bubble
extended siya until May 14. Ang Santiago City in Isabela, yung provinces of Quirino and Abra will also remain under MECQ from May 1 to 31. May 31. Yung naman yun,
1 month.
1 month. Ito namang si MMDA Chairman Benhar Abalos sinabi niya that there will be some changes to the MECQ for May in terms of businesses allowed to reopen, no? Pero yung border controls in the NCR plus bubble will remain stricto pa rin. Yung Metro Manila mayors have recommended, nirecommend kasi nila yung tinatawag na flexible MECQ, which they believe is the middle ground between MECQ and general community quarantine, so more businesses can operate.
However, partner, there are some sentiments coming from experts
Yes.
that we should reconsider yung tinatawag natin na MECQ, pero not necessarily total lockdown.
Oo, wag na. Kasi ala na.
Because what happened in India might happen in the Philippines if we go relax again.
Hindi kasi kailangan lang naman natin disiplina talaga eh.
Disiplina,
Enforcement. Naawa ako we're talking about India, talagang there are about 400,000 plus na COVID ngayon lang
And 3,000 plus every day.
Every day. Tapos sinusunog na lang.
Dahil hindi na kaya
ng cremation, sinusunog talaga nakakaawa talaga actually. I think we have to pray for them We have to pray na talagang itong COVID na to. This is the most kung para sa akin ito yung pinaka-terrorist, no? Na talagang matinding terrorist ng buong mundo.
It's like the Black Plague of 1920.
Yes, So sa ating mga kababayan, kayo po ba, pabor po kayo na balik tayo sa MECQ, ECQ tayo o MGCQ? Yan, kasi binabalanse kasi natin, marami na rin nawalan ng trabaho. Marami nagsarang negosyo, no?
Ang hirap
ng sitwasyon at yung health safety and health naman natin situation, no?
Alam mo bakit partner, alam mo bakit Cesar? Okay. Maraming namamatay na they have all the means to get, they can also buy the entire hospital, pero wala sila nagawa eh.
Wala eh. Alam mo, yung mental torture na tinatawag, yung isip natin, yung lahat-lahat, how we will be able to resolve this?
Kaya nga,
kausapin na natin si
Sino?
Si Mage.
Mage, kausapin natin.
Si Miss Mage actually is also with us.
Makisali ka Mage
Cesar,
dito sa
I want you to introduce Miss Mage.
Na-meet mo na ito si
Mage. Isang magandang binibini na dalaga live.
Na-meet mo siya dati dito sa studio.
Hindi pa.
Live.
I haven't met him. Never ko pa siya na-meet dito lang.
Cesar?
Hello, Mitch. How you doing?
Great. I'm really great. So thank you for inviting me here, Dito Raffy and everyone. Hi. I miss you guys.
Hi, Mage. How are you? How are you, Mage?
I'm I was listening to your stories kanina and I sensed the gloom and doom atmosphere, so I would love to make it a little bit brighter. I'm perfectly fine right now and I'm happy that my family's all right, my friends are all right, and may mga nangyari because of COVID, because of COVID, pero we're recovering and we're getting better, and thankfully I'm very grateful that everything's all right in my circle of friends, my circle of family. And I'm really happy to be here. It's nice to see you guys. Sir Mon, kumusta ka na?
Quarantine.
Under quarantine si Mon, si Ed.
For his safety.
Sir Ed pala, apologies. Sir Ed.
Okay. Cesar, si Mage kasi is a very creative young entrepreneur.
Okay. That's great.
Ngayon meron siyang ibabalita sa atin that she is busy with, no? Ano 'yon? Sige, i-share mo sa amin. Para napapakinggan din ni Cesar.
Sige, you mentioned po kanina about
Mage, excuse me,
the
Mage,
effects
no?
of
Si Cesar actually is direct from US.
Yeah, you
He is
mentioned.
live from Alaska, US. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So yeah, you mentioned po earlier, Tito Raffy, na malaking devastation yung nagawa ni COVID sa mga tao, not just physical health but also mental health and emotional health. Daming trauma, ang daming fear, ang daming insecurities, like what will happen in the future, especially for those people who lost loved ones, right? So what I do po in my work, it's called Theta Healing. I'm a Theta healer, and what we do is we help people to release this trauma, emotional, mental trauma, through a certain energy healing modality. Yun nga tawag Theta healing. Tapos basically it's a very instant, effective, and easy and safe way to help people move forward in their lives by helping them release the trauma and the emotional trauma, the mental trauma caused by such devastating experiences, for example, like losing loved ones, and even themselves, if they have experienced COVID, if they had COVID before, we can help them move forward. Not only just the emotional and mental but like it can also help in the physical aspect healing of the body. So medyo forward thinking yung idea, but I wonder if you understand. So did you were you able to grasp it po?
How do you do that? I guess what do you use in terms of the therapy, or what is your method?
Naglag si Mage, no?
Actually, yun nga yun what I'm driving at earlier, Happi, Raffy, and Cesar, ano? Yung tayo, we can manage our mental condition, eh. Why? Because we have a lot of experience. We have friends who can bring us light moments. Pero itong mga bata wala, eh. So,
well, actually, speaking of trauma, I was traumatized also, no? Just for the last how many days.
But if you are not mentally equipped to overcome those mental
trauma,
yung tinatawag natin na trauma, you could not have been survive that situation, Happy Raffy.
Kasi ako after April 8 na aking vaccine, no, I was traumatized.
You know why?
Kaya ako kaya this is the first day again that I am on live, ano?
How many days have you been bedridden?
20 days.
20 days.
Raffy?
Yes.
So you mentioned you had adverse effects dun sa vaccination.
Yes.
Kaya you mentioned, actually may send sa akin yung friend ko, according to Miss Maria Rosario Vergere, she's a DOH Health Undersecretary.
Yeah.
We have like 24,000 or 25,000 reported suspected cases of adverse events following immunization as of April 11. This is very timely. So maraming adverse effects reported after immunization. So I wonder if there's something fishy about that, or something like we can do about that, right? Like ano ba yung mga vaccine na nag-cause ng mga ganitong adverse effects, and stop this use of vaccines.
Alam mo ba kung ano yung pinaka-common na adverse effect, Mage?
Ano nga po yun?
Mental.
Is it mental? Can you tell me more po?
Kasi yung mga iba, number one, we are uncertain about the vaccine, eh. There are so many factors that we have to consider. Number one, vaccines are not fully immune. We don't receive full immunity.
100%.
Yes. And it is being openly suggested that we have to take the vaccine only for added protection. But we are not sure if we get COVID again, we are not spared from,
Actually, Tito Ed, if I may interrupt, is it alright?
Yes, okay, go ahead.
I have a family member who's a doctor, and basically, as a doctor, she is pro-vaccine, right? And they did get their shots na po, and ako hindi pa actually kasi may mga wala akong issue sa shots, more like the process. So they had their shots na, ako hindi pa, and like ang message niya is that vaccines do work in such a way that it lessens the negative impact of COVID if ever you had one. Like kung may vaccine ka, mas baba yung chances mo, or less talaga yung chances mo to get severe COVID. So that's the information she was sharing with us.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay about that, kasi ang problema lang natin kasi halimbawa ako, nagpa-vaccine ako nung April 8, nagkaroon ng side effects sa akin. It shoot up my blood pressure. Nagkaroon ng fluctuation yan, so I felt fatigue, and then I almost brought to the hospital. Pero since I can communicate closely and coordinate closely with the doctor who in charge of vaccinating me, so nagbigay lang sa akin ng mga medications and everything. So I stayed at home for almost 14 days. And then after how many days, medyo nag-normalize, no? But it took me about 20 days for me to be able to really, kung mapapansin nyo, nung mga nakaraang araw, Saturdays, 2 Saturdays actually, I was not here in the studio because I just used the Zoom. Pero during that time, I was not feeling well, but I just tried, because I love so much the program and Happi and RM and DZXL that I don't want to miss it. So, siguro after 20 days, tsaka lang ako naka-recover,
And you know what is
at saka ang kagandahan dito to continue it, my apology, nagpaano ako complete executive panel. Because the suspected, when your blood pressure actually is shooting up, it means there's something wrong with maybe sa kidney or sa internal organ or whatever, that may affect, o yung blood chem mo, lahat makikita. Pero it's all normal
And prior to your medical or panel check-up,
hindi,
yeah, you were working out, di ba? Nag-gym ka.
Before.
Ang lakas-lakas ng katawan mo.
Before vaccine.
And to be fair with the vaccine,
no, not all kasi. Hindi kasi lahat
Kaya nga.
No? Kasi yung mga kasabay ko,
may mga kasabay ka, di ba?
Vaccine, matatanda sila sa akin, mas matatanda sila, but they're well.
There's no adverse effect.
Walang adverse effect.
So ibig sabihin,
side effect. So conforme sa tao.
Ang sinasabi ko lang na yung vaccine, yung meron nga yung receptive ng katawan mo. Relative yan. So ang sinasabi ko, walang assurance Yun lang naman I'm not saying that I'm against or a pro-vaccine. But the problem is, lahat nga tayo uncertain pa. Wala pa tayong kasiguro doon because why? It's only 1 year. 1 year. Paano mo sasabihin na accurate na yan, di ba, Cesar? Alam mo, ikaw, you're in the medical profession, Cesar. Ano ba yung at the most ang vaccine para ma-perfect mo? It will take years.
Yeah, correct. It's like there's 4 stages of checking for the vaccine to be completely, I think most vaccines right now is only 3rd stages because of the fact that, there's so many cases of COVID that they can't afford to wait for the 4th stage. Yun ang problema. And also, I think I agree, that some of the statistics in the Philippines are very misleading. Number one, when you have people telling you all these different stories, you got the MMDA, you got IATF, you got the DOH, and they don't agree on every statement. And I feel bad for President Duterte has to make ifs and on and whatever else it is, and make decisions based on knowledge. And to me, when you start looking at some of these things that they're doing, and their answer, of course, is shut the Philippines down. When you start taking and shutting down the industry in the Philippines, I also heard na may rumor daw na they're only going to allow 600 daily passengers in in the Philippines. Well, that's going to break the country. I'm sorry to say, because when you start doing that, I think that it also disrupts not only the economy, meaning OFW, myself, for instance, I'm returning Filipino worker, but also the private sector that wants to invest in the Philippines, especially the tourism. I think tourism is probably one of the bigger money makers in the Philippines.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Anyway, it's all a matter of let's wait and see what will really happen. Well, I'm not discouraging yung mga nakikinig po sa atin na sa vaccine, because I'm still pro-vaccine, because we cannot recover until such time that everybody actually vaccinated. I'm just stating my experience as a fact. What happened? Because it doesn't necessarily mean that if you are vaccinated, there's nothing adverse effect. No? Expect also. The reason why I am sharing this, before you take a vaccine, you have to be honest to yourself.
Correct.
No? And honest to the medical, na sasabihin mo sa kanya kung ano ba yung... kasi, ako kasi dito kasi sa atin sa Pilipinas, bago ka magpa-vaccine, you have to undergo the evaluation of the medical screening. No? Ako, before vaccination, ang BP ko is just only 130/80. So it's fine. So they allowed me to be vaccinated, no? So after 30 minutes, they will they will require you to stay for 30 minutes more, no, after vaccinated. So after vaccinated, nag-shoot up yung ko. BP ko kaagad, nag 169/99. So na-alarm yung sa yung mga attending sa akin, medical so ako pinalagay muna ron sa isolation room at pinag-rest muna ako. Tapos pinainom ako ng gamot pampababa ng BP. Bumaba siya ng 159/89. So stay pa rin ng 30 minutes. Bumaba na ng 140/80. So pinaalis na ako, pinauwi na ako. But I have a checklist of kung ano yung mga i-check ko ron, lahat yun, for me to be able to evaluate daily for 7 days.
Oo. Di ba naka-experience ka rin ng anxiety?
Yes, of course. Anxiety and thinking that I may end, no?
Mental anguish.
Mental anguish. Yes, okay, Maids. The reason why I invited Maids, because I was able to talk to her, no? This young lady is very, pag nakausap mo naman siya, masarap talagang kausap. Okay. Sige, i-share mo, Maids, at nakikinig sa si Cesar.
Actually, Raffy,
ang buong mundo.
Wala naman akong gustong i-share. I'm just curious kasi you mentioned po kanina when you had your vaccine and you got your shot, meron ka ding mga kasabay na matatanda. People that are old, people that were older than you, and they were all right, di ba?
Yes,
pero ikaw, hindi. So I was just wondering, is there something about like the vaccine that you're afraid to take? Like, alam mo yan, kasi sometimes meron tayong tinatawag na placebo effect, right? Na when you take this medicine, kala mo medicine siya, pero it's not really. Pero you feel, you were told that it's a medicine. So when you took it, you get better. Gets? And I'm looking at the possibility ng negative placebo kung saan na meron kang fear na if you get the vaccine, if you get vaccinated, and knowing na, yun nga, na-mention nyo kanina, hindi naman fully test, hindi naman fully, alam mo yun, yung process ng creation ng vaccines natin, it wasn't that optimal as compared to the vaccines before, kasi we have not much time for it to finish the processing. But I'm actually not sure about that, if they were able to finish it, pero you get my point. So ang question ko is, meron ka bang doubts on the vaccine when you took the shot? Kasi baka, alam mo yun, nagkaroon ka ng negative placebo effect doon sa vaccine na...
Wala
bigay sa'yo.
No,
Pero okay lang, wala naman ikaw fear on taking the vaccine.
No, actually, the reason why I went there, no, I even invited my staff along with me, no. I don't have any doubt. Talaga nagkaroon lang ng epekto sa akin talaga.
At saka kung doubt lang, it will not take you 20 days bedridden.
Okay.
There is an effect talaga dun sa body niya because he was fighting He was mentally strong, fighting it out.
But I felt fatigue.
Yun nga, 'di ba? It's body over matter.
Mind,
Yeah, okay, got it.
Okay. Guys, actually we have to to time break muna tayo. Just stand by, no? Kasi kailangan natin maghanap buhay. Oras sa buong kapulungan, 32 minuto makalipas ang ikawalo ng gabi.
Cellphone Plus Gold.
Pala si Tony. Problema ko ang paglaki ng aking prostate. Nang malaman ko ang kaepektibo ng Cellphone Plus Gold, sinubukan ko ito at sa loob lamang ng 2 buwan, lumiit na ang prostate ko at nakakalakad na ako.
Cellphone Plus Gold. Mas pinalakas, pinagaling, pinahusay. Cellphone Plus Gold. Mabibili sa mga butika.
Narito ang isang patunay ng sarap at bisa ng Nature's Soya Coffee.
Ako si Florence Evans. Masakit ang ulo ko tuwing dinadatnan ako. Nag-Nature's Soya Coffee ako. Ang ganda talaga ng pakiramdam ko.
Kape mo ng cafe, Nature's Soya Coffee. Mabibili sa limang suking butika.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Nature's Soya Coffee ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Sige na, tara na, tayo'y magtanim ng tagumpay.
Makabagong makinarya at teknolohiya sa pagsasaka. Yan ang hatid ng programang Radyo Eskwela. Angat ani sa tamang makinarya. Tuwing Miyerkules at Sabado alas 5:30 ng umaga. Tutok na dito lang sa RMN DZXL 558 Radyo Trabaho. Kagapay ang Philippine Center for Post-Harvest Development and Mechanization ng Department of Agriculture. Aarangkada ang magsasaka sa tamang makinarya.
Sige na, tara na, at tayo'y aani ng sabay.
Santon Plus Herbal Capsule.
Ako si Joseph. 5 years na akong Santon Plus Herbal Capsule user. Walang ibang gamot na nakapagpagaling sa aking cirrhosis of the liver, kundi Santon Plus Herbal Capsule lang. The best talaga.
Santon Plus Herbal Capsule. Mabibili sa mga butika.
Star Wax, Star Wax, Wax. Star Wax, Star Wax, Wax. Always remember, sa paglinis, pakitawin ang sahig. Mrs. Star Wax, Star Wax, Wax. Kitang na to the max.
Star Wax, ang #1 floor wax. May waterproof formula. Buhusan man ang tubig, balikin tabang sahig.
Star Wax, Star Wax, Wax. Kitang na to the max, max, max.
Star Wax Floor Wax. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
DZXL Radyo Trabaho. DZXL ang inyong gabay sa hanap buhay.
Okay, balik tayo rito sa programang Happy. Nako, happy tayo rito. Alam mo, ang sarap talagang katalakayan itong si Mage at saka si Cesar, no? Combination, no? We are having guests right now, no, from USA, Alaska, si Cesar Sulaiman. Medical practitioner din yan, ha? O siya ang supervisor sa isang hospital diyan sa Alaska. At sa radiology section.
At saka itong mga ito, they are sharing with us yung experience nila.
Actual to kumbaga sa it's a practical
Kapareho mo, actual din.
Actual din kasi I don't want to keep it myself kasi kung kikip ko naman sa sarili ko, sayang naman no, kasi I have to share to everybody na I'm not against vaccine. I'm pro-vaccine. The reason why I went there, actually, I was convinced na I feel safe when I vaccinated. Kaya lang talaga nagkaroon lang ng side effects sa akin. No, hindi sa lahat nagkakaroon, Hindi lahat. Siguro maliit na percentage lang. Medyo tinamaan lang ako.
At saka linawin ko lang partner, vaccine ay talagang nakakatulong yan. Yung sinasabi nga kanina ni Cesar na it will give you more protection. Kasi kung ikaw na-infect ka ng COVID, may iwasan mo maging critical.
Oo.
Dahil sa vaccine.
Okay. kanina sinabi ko may trabaho ako magandang news kasi Labor Day ngayon.
Yes.
Nangangailangan po kami ng nurses. Registered nurse.
RN.
RN, okay? Nurse po kailangan ko ng nurse, no? At ang sweldo po nito starting is 30,000.
Wow.
Okay, 30,000 a month. Nurse po ang kailangan. At
starting 'yun, ha?
Sino ang kokontakin nyo? Si Miss Janice?
Mm-hmm.
No, para po sa sa Philippine Red Cross Quezon City Chapter.
Yun.
Okay, yung telephone number ni Miss Janice ay Adolfo, no? Ng Philippine Red Cross. Meron ka ba riyan?
Meron.
Okay.
Si Miss Janice
0917 854 2956.
Yun, 0917-854-2956.
Yes, okay. Ano yan? Urgent yan, ha?
Hanapin niyo po si Miss Janice Adolfo ng Red Cross Quezon City Chapter.
Quezon City Chapter. Kasi kailangan sa mga isolation facilities ng PRC, no?
Magandang training yan.
Maganda.
Sa Red Cross kayo nag-start.
Registered nurse, ha? Ang kailangan,
nurse. Ang starting salary po ay
30,000 pesos.
Na tumataging ting 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 ting.
Okay, ano pa hinihintay nyo? Apply na. Ngayon, kung gusto nyo mag-submit ng resume ninyo, pwede nyo isubmit sa happy.rmndcxl@yahoo.com.
Yun.
Yan, yung Happy, Happi, Raffy, Raffy, rmndcxl@yahoo.com. Yan. Ano pa hinihintay nyo? Submit nyo na yung mga ninyo, mga resume nyo riyan. At kami na po ang bahalang mag-endorse no, sa Philippine Red Cross Quezon City Chapter. Ulitin ko yung mobile number ni Miss Janice Adolfo. Just tell her na narinig nyo po ang announcement dito sa Happi, sa RMN DZXL, no? Radyo Trabaho. Yan, okay. 0917-854-2956. Yan, okay. At balik tayo rito kay sa kanila. Sa magandang dalaga riyan sa ating Zoom na si Miss Maids Ona. Maids, ano yung sabi mo, yung wellness, yung
mental health.
Mental health, paano ba yung mga ginagawa mo para you can share?
First of all, Tito Raffy, alam mo, na-miss ko talaga yung mga mababango mong mga salita. Sobrang na-miss ko yun. So thank you for that. Thank you for those sweet words. Mental health, okay. Basically, again, what I do for work is very simple. For example, yung meron kang patient who had COVID. And alam nyo ba na mataas yung chances na magkaroon sila ng mental health problem after getting COVID once they recover? Kasi it is a very traumatic experience for some people, if not a lot, diba? So mayroon ganong study na it really affects the mental health and mataas yung chances na magkaroon ng depression, anxiety afterwards. So what I do in my work is, it's very simple and it may seem very parang hindi totoo, pero it's totoo. Pero totoo siya. So we are able to, as data healers, we can remove this feelings of depression and anxiety from people very instantly. Okay? Si Sir Cesar, titingnan ko yung reaction ni Sir Cesar, titingnan ko kung magugulat siya or hindi, parang, what are you saying? Pero yeah, that's what we can do for people. We can release them from depression, anxiety, emotional problems, and for naman normal people who did not experience COVID, like for example, you have emotional problems when it comes to your relationship with your spouse, your children, your friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, or your co-workers, diba? It's common to have conflicts between them, and it affects us emotionally. Sometimes we get frustrated, sometimes we get anxiety, we get afraid, we feel insecure. So as a theta healer, what we can do with what we can do for you guys if you're experiencing such things like resentment, anger, frustrations, insecurity. We can release you from this negative feeling so that you are able to move forward through life in a much more easier way, in a much more effortless way, like, para mas madali yung buhay kasi wala kang mabigat na baggage. So basically, that's it. And it's been working for me, and I hope you can see it.
So paano ang gagawin nung mga interesado na makontak ka o di kaya to get in touch with you and ask your advice? Anong program ba yan? May mga program ba that they have to follow or what?
Actually, this Theta Healing I learned from a school in BGC. They had a center in BGC before, but since the lockdown, close lang yung center kasi it's not gonna work for them in a business perspective. So, pero okay pa rin sila. They have a lot of students, and the center is called the Third Eye Wellness. So if you want to take this Theta Healing classes, for yourself, so you can move forward through life, move forward with life in a much more easier, mas magaan na pakiramdam way, which is very important. I will highly stress that it's very important. You can take classes from this center called the Third Eye Wellness. You can find them in the internet. It's called the thirdeyewellness.com. Yeah, digital.com. You can just Google it. I'm not really sure about the website link, but you can Google it, Third Eye Wellness, the Third Eye Wellness Center, and you'll find it. If you want to look for it on Instagram, it's the Third Eye Wellness. But if you want to have a session with me, you're open to have a session with me, you can find me on Facebook, Mage Ona, and I don't think there are other people who has that name.
Okay. If they want to have a personal session with you, online, they can just search you dun sa Facebook mo na Mage Ona.
Yes, or Tito Raffy, I can just post the link of my Facebook on your page, like RMN DZXL, dun sa comment section ng live post na to.
Yes, sure.
So I'll just do that if you want to get in touch with me and you want me to help you out.
Do you have a contact number that you would like to announce or no?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, wala naman akong issue about that. So my number it's Globe, 0917-466-6797. So again, it's 0917-466-6797. So you can just text me.
It's
WhatsApp
easy to remember. 0917-466
6797.
Cesar. Baka pwede mong maging client si Cesar.
Baka, if he wants. I'd be willing to take him as my client if he, I can help him out.
Everybody needs life improvement. So I guess question: how do you do that? Do you do it through counseling? Do you do it through, what methodology do you use in terms? I'm just curious.
Basically, it's a 1 hour session. It's just 1 hour, and it's similar to counseling. I would say you go to a psychiatrist, you talk to the psychiatrist, tell them about their problems. Basically, it's very similar to that, but the end effect is, I would say, very instant when it comes to how you feel. For example, you go to the session with me kung saan you're feeling very parang masikip sa dibdib kasi, for example, you had an issue with your wife, your children, and alam mo, these things are very important, these things are very sensitive. So if you had issues with your wife, your children, it really affects us, right? Because these are very important people in our life. And so you come into our session, and the goal in that session is, number 1, to release you from that negative feeling, that very heavy feeling, para alam mo yun, as you go home, go back to your family, you're not affected now of what happened in the past, but mas magaan na yung feeling mo, in a sense that you can deal with it in a much more responsible and harmonious way with your family. And pwedeng actually, high chance na once you resolve the issue, for example, you had a fight with your wife, once you resolve the issue through the session, what happens talaga is nawawala yung issue. If you can grasp it. Do you get it?
I understand the concept. See, I use music, for instance. That's kind of my therapy, of course. You know, I mean, in Alaska, honestly, there's a lot of or high incident of suicide here.
Okay, that's okay. Sorry for that.
Remote, and also, of course, the conditions. COVID doesn't help. So there's a lot of people. Maybe
tama yun.
I could tell them to to look you up, and hopefully they may be something that, or they may be someone that you can help. That would be great.
I would love to help. That's sige, how do I share this? Okay, when I was like around 2017, I was diagnosed with depression, right? So at first I was in denial, but like after like 3 months, I told myself, okay, I have depression. I went back to psychiatrist. I was clinically diagnosed with depression, and I'm not saying this to stop people from taking meds, right? I'm not saying that do not follow your doctor's prescription or the doctor's advice, but my experience, and I just want to share it. I took the medicine. I took the psychiatric drugs, and it basically worsened my condition in the sense that I became suicidal. Like everything. Yeah, and everything felt really bad in my body. Like, oh my God, I don't want to do this anymore. Pero good thing my mother is really in a sense very alternative. She believed in what do you call this, albularyo. And I went there. I had a quote-unquote session with the albularyo. And it helped me move forward in such a way that it wasn't instant, like what I do in Theta Healing. It wasn't instant healing, but like it helped me move forward very gradually. So I'm very grateful for that. And yeah, so kaya when you mentioned people in Alaska, a lot of people, taking their own lives. That's something tugs my heart. So
alam mo May, yung sinasabi mong albularyo, wala lang kasing nagpursuyan lang sa medical school Kung meron man, alam mo, ano na rin yan ngayon, ginagamit na rin yan ngayon sa Pilipinas. Kasi ngayon nag-sprout na naman yung tinatawag natin na natural healing.
Alternative medicine?
Yes, di ba? Nakita mo, napaka-effective naman.
Daming, yeah.
Di ba? Ang ginagamit lang nila is, kasi ang Pilipinas, mayaman tayo sa prutas, mayaman tayo sa gulay. Ang dami. Pero nakikita mo, yung isang partner namin ni Happi Raffy, naka-invento ng insulin wine. Di ba? Tapos ngayon, ginagamit na rin yun ng mga diabetic para hindi sila magtuloy-tuloy na yung sa level niya. Yung maganda yung ginagawa mo, Mage, dahil sabi nila, ang mental issue kasi, somebody has to talk to people.
You need someone to talk to
and give them reassurance kasi nawawalan na sila ng pag-asa
Hindi, ang kagandahan kasi kay Mage, she experienced yung depression anxiety, and she was able to overcome that, no? It is really good to deal with people who have experienced it.
Lahat tayo, sa totoo lang, lahat tayo, partner, nakakaranas ng depression.
Wow, yes. So
walang exempted.
Wala exempted diyan, no. So ang ano lang diyan kay Mage kasi, no, when you talk to Mage, you feel comfortable already. Cesar.
Thank you.
When you start talking personally with Mage, actually, it will start you ease out your pain, your worries, anxieties, and start talking about it, no?
So sabihin na lang natin na si Mage hindi lang by words. By vision din.
Vision, yes. Okay, ulitin mo ulit yung number mo, no? Mage, kasi there are many people are now watching us, not just only nationwide but also worldwide.
Ito pa, pwede rin to.
Ito. Ito, walang problema to. Maraming pera to eh.
Oo.
As to lighten up our night, pakakantahin natin itong doon ka kaya siguro, baka
Our lawyer singer.
Attorney Jersey Rondes, Tapos mamaya, pagka pwede pa, di pakantahin din natin si Cesar.
Nadagdagan na naman ng isa, ha? Our lawyer singer professor.
Prop.
Congrats.
Nagtuturo na siya ngayon sa College of Law.
Nice.
Hello, naririnig ba ako? Hello, good evening. Hi. Hello po sa ating mga guests.
Si Mage at saka si Cesar.
From Alaska.
Hello, Miss Mage. Hello, Sir Cesar.
Hello.
Ayan, so request to ni Sir Ed, gusto niya upbeat yung kanta.
Sige. Iaalay natin yan dito sa dalawang natin.
Dalawang
guest natin na ikangaya.
Ito, yung tinatawag natin na Angat Pinoy.
Yes, oo. Okay, kanya-kanyang trabaho yan eh. Labor Day ngayon eh.
Yes.
Eto, singing lawyer.
And yes, sana din sa bawat Labor Day, magpasalamat naman tayo. Matuto tayong magpasalamat. Hindi puro yung reklamo and welga lang. Kasi parang naging ganun yung siguro kung walang COVID, ang dami ng mga pinagsusunod.
Puro sigaw sa karsada.
Yes.
Let's thank God for the work and the jobs that we're having.
Nagiging day of protest. Mali yun.
It's a day of Thanksgiving.
And a day of
we have
ang pinaka number 1 yung sinabi mo kanina, this is a day to honor the working class.
Yes, okay.
Dahil sa kanilang contribution sa ating bansa, sa ating pamilya at sa ating mga kaibigan.
And make us a strong nation.
May ayuda, charot.
Sige, anong kakantahin mo?
TikTok by Kesha.
TikTok, TikTok.
Hindi yung TikTok na mga ganun ha.
Sige. Batiin mo muna yung mga taga.
Panahon natin to.
Yes, girl. Love it.
Hello sa tanang mga taga Mindanao, Tagum City, Davao del Norte. Hello sa tibok na akong pamilya diha. Ayan.
Okay. Sige.
Sana magustuhan nyo.
Okay, go.
Sasayaw naman kami. Sabihin mo, lahat tayo sasayaw.
Wake up in the morning feeling like PD. Grab my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city. Before I leave, brush my teeth with the bottle of Jack. Cause when I leave for the night, I ain't coming back. I'm talking pedicure on a toast, trying on all our clothes. Boys blowing up my phones. Drop top and playing our favorite CDs, pulling up to the parties, trying to get a little bit tipsy. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No, oh, 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 oh. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No, oh, 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 oh. Ain't got no care in the world, but got plenty of beer. Ain't got no money in my pocket, but I'm already here. And now the dudes are lining up, cause they hear we got swagger. But we kick them to the curb unless they look like Mick Jagger. I'm talking about everybody getting crunk. Boys trying to touch my, guess smoking, getting too drunk. Now we go until they kick us out, or the police shut us down. The police shut us down. Pop, shut us down. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No, oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 don't stop, make it pop. DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No, oh, 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 oh. You build me up, you break me down. My heart it pounds, yeah, you got me with my hands up. You got me now. You got that sound, yeah, you got me. You build me up, you break me down. My heart it pounds, yeah, you got me. With my hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up. Now the party don't start till I walk in. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ blow my speakers up. Tonight I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick-tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No, oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 don't stop, make it pop. DJ blow my speakers up. Tonight I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick-tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No, oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you. May gano'n. Thank you.
Kita mo yun, ha? Therapy rin yun. Therapy rin yun sa mga nalulungkot. Hindi na mo, sumaya sila ngayon. Nagte-text na.
Thank you po.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you
sumaya,
so much.
sumaya, no?
Sumaya.
Well, ayun, at umalis na. Liwanan na tayo. Okay. Well, actually, napakasaya naman, ano, na at least, balanse tayo eh.
Sa
Balanse,
susunod
no?
daw, mag-duet daw kayo, Cesar, ha?
Oo. Cesar. Sa susunod, mag-duet kayo.
Oo.
Yeah, I'm more old-fashioned, so you know, I more into different music, so that's.
Kaya yun.
Kaya niya yun.
Kaya yun.
Just tell me in advance what song do you want to sing, and then I will just tell her, so she can sing it.
Si Mage kumakanta rin yan eh.
Actually, kumanta ako guys. Nisip ko kaya lang ko i-invite kumanta. So, just kidding guys. Don't do that.
Kumakanta ka rin, Mage?
I'm kidding. I would love to sing. Alam mo yun, gusto ko yung maganda yung boses ko kapag kumakanta. Pero wala pa ako sa ganung level katulad ni attorney. So, wag muna guys.
So, alam mo, okay, Mage, why don't you invite them again, to join your session?
Yes,
And ako, I will strongly recommend you, kasi, alam mo, Happy Ed, if you have a problem, you need someone to talk to eh.
At advocacy ng Happi, Mage, advocacy ng Happi ngayon, kasi everybody is experiencing mental health problem.
Kasi
in different levels.
Tama 'yon. Kasi kailangan mo talaga ng kausap eh. No? At si Mage kasi is a happy person, makausap mo lang siya medyo at least kahit papaano
Alam mo kanina lang pagpunta ko dito sa Happi, ang problema ngayon ng mga magulang, yung mga tantrums ng mga bata, that is a sign of mental health.
Kaya nga, invite them, Mage. Okay, we're running out of time na, no? Okay, invite them.
Good evening, everyone. I would love to invite you for a 1-hour session with me. So if you're experiencing mental health issues, kunyari, you have anxiety, you're feeling anxiety because of the situation, uncertainties that we're experiencing right now, you're experiencing anxiety, depression, most especially kapag sobrang grabe na, please do reach out to me. I gave the number earlier. It's again 0917-466-6797, and just, if you're gonna send me a message, please do give your name and don't call me. May tumatawag sa akin kanina, parang sino to, sabi ko. Pero just message me and I will talk to you. Tapos, I would love to help you out kasi it's, as someone who experienced the same things, I would love for people who are experiencing this thing right now, which is like depression, sadness, even just frustration, anger, resentment, insecurities, fears, I would love to help you release all these negative emotions, because what's the point in life other than to be happy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Cesar, your parting words?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody, and I learned a lot today, especially with Mage on the line. I'd like to say a shout out again to Michelle in Bacola, the happy advanced anniversary to you, and I hope everything is well over there and at the rest of the Philippines. And also, happy birthday to Mayan. She's one of your fans there. And,
Happy birthday, Mayan.
Hi.
It's happy birthday to her.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you po.
Okay, sige. Next Saturday baka kumanta ka, sige. You sing a song
Yes,
for us, okay. Kahapid.
Okay, guys, nice having you. Ako, isa lang message ko po sa inyo. Stay strong, pray, and keep healthy.
Yes. Okay, just keep cool, relax, and stay focused. Sabi ko nga, sana lahat tayo ay mag-meditate dun sa 2 Chronicles 7:14. Palagi ko po sinasabi, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, pray and seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, will forgive their sins and heal their land. Let's all pray for that, so that our land will be healed. Mawala na po sana ang COVID sa atin. Okay, we love you. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Okay.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend. Good night. We love you.
Thank you.
Happy, happy, Pinoy ay may tuwa't ligaya. Happy, happy, asenso ay tanaw mo na. Sa happy, happy, Pinoy ay may sigla't pag-asa. Happy, happy, tagumpay ang bawat isa.
That